There we go. That's me. Born in India, came to England from Amritsar just before my first birthday. Now here's me again. I faced racism throughout my formative years. I was married at 17 and a bit. I was a mum at 19. I sewed zips on garments for 3p a piece to make ends meet. I was a successful businesswoman at the age of 23, a politician at 40, and here today, I'm here to share a moment with you. Now, where does potential start? Where does it end? Today, I want to share 3 steps that I hope will help you on your journey to explore your potential. So step 1, knowing yourself is the beginning to all wisdom. Wow, I think it's a brilliant quote. How many of us are still searching that aha moment? You know, the one that says, is this really me? Do I fit in? What is it I want to be? How many of us are guilty of actually living through the experiences of others, them shaping what we are, who we are, how far we go? Now, Enoch Powell, on the 20th of April, 1968, heavily criticised the Race Relations Bill that was going to outlaw racism in employment and in housing. Now, his criticism, his heavy criticism, created a steep rise in the number of racist attacks across UK. He blamed immigrants and immigration. A Gallup poll at the time found 75% of the British people had shared sympathetic views with Enoch Powell. Now for me, that was painful. It was hurtful. It was really scary. Actually, it still is. We're shaped by our everyday experiences. We allow negative dialogue to shape our perceptions of who we can be. We allow that negative voice to take control. And yet, we sadly silence the most important voice of all. That's our inner voice. So don't be confused between what people say you are and who you know you are, by Oprah Winfrey. So let's unmute that silence button in your inner voice. Let's unmute it. Let's be comfortable with listening to it. Let's ask ourselves, though, one question. I've asked it myself. I want you to ask it of yourselves. Are you authentic? Are you authentic with your friends, with your family, with your work colleagues? Are you you? And if you're not you, what's holding you back? And once you start thinking about that, it will start shaping your thinking. Now, when I was a teenager, I found my brother badly beaten up in a school playing field. He was attacked by racists. Remember, this was the 70s, when racism and racist attacks had reached their peak. I had to find courage. I had to find it from in me. And it was my inner voice that gave me that courage. It gave me the courage to confront the racist. It gave me the courage to tell them to stop. It gave me the courage to tell people around me that I expected me and my siblings to have the same safe environment that everyone else expected. Once that voice was out, there was no going back. Step 2. Obstacles do not block the path. They are the path. So now you're listening to your inner voice. You're feeling comfortable. But then you start getting zapped with more challenges. But let's take a moment. Let's step back. Let's reflect. Now remember, we've been here before. We've had these challenges before, so let's think, how did we deal with them? What have we learned from those challenges? What is our inner voice telling us? How do we navigate through it this time? The navigation process. Because we've been there before, and trust me, I've had more than my fair share of these challenges. I call them my metaphoric rocks. They come bouncing at me at all directions a lot of the time. Some of them come very friendly, and some of them are plain nasty. So I do take a moment to think, how did I manage this last time? What should I do differently? And who can help me? But before I do any of that, I want to be a little bit counterintuitive. I want to welcome this challenge, this metaphoric rock. I want to embrace it. I want to thank it, because it's going to allow me again to go inwards and look at my potential. Now that potential will help us navigate the challenge that we face today. It will help us to go forward. It will help us to grow. But we don't always have to do it ourselves. We don't have to be by ourselves. We can reach into our friend circles and to our family. We can reach out to our work colleagues. And if they can't help, well, they might recommend somebody who can. We also have to think about ourselves, because sometimes we may not just feel great. So again, let's just take a step back. Let's hear what our inner voice is telling us. What is it we need? And then, when we feel okay and you are you again, then start moving forward. Step 3, find your purpose. Human potential is the same for all. You will have willpower. If you have willpower, then you can change anything. Now that's a Dalai Lama from the 14th century. Profound, right? Willpower to me is a continuous practice. So I always listen to my inner voice. We use those navigation skills to face those challenges. We've learnt them. They're through our experience. So let's start building those aha moments, right? Those moments that ask us the questions. Brilliant, right? Because each and every one of us has got incredible stories to tell. Some of them will be epic. Some of them will be shorter essays. But neither of them are more or less important than the other. And that's why that there is a saying by Maya Angelou about untold stories within ourselves. So when you hack into your inner world and you start to define how you see yourself and how the world sees you, then your agony stops. Your urgency starts to take place. Now, my urgency is my passion. And my passion feeds my purpose. Kaplan said in his Harvard Business Reviews that it's not all about getting to the top that will fulfill you, but it's about your purpose. It's all in your purpose. It's that personal lens That's not linear. Those experiences you've had, those hardships you've endured, that is the journey of your passion. Let's think of the moments when, like for me, I was made unwelcome in the UK. Let's think of the time when I, as a young mum, was working hard to make ends meet. How did I get my purpose? Well, I got it from all of the above, knowingly, unknowingly. Maybe I reached out to heights that I envisaged that I would never reach, but I reached them anyway. Because I say it time and time again. Dig deep into the stories of other people you admire. Those people don't need to be famous. Those people just need to exude living in the purpose. Ask questions, network, connect. Find those people that share your passion. Find those people that will lift you up. Find those people that share your purpose. You'll soon find how things shift. Because you know what? You've got that magic pot. That magic pot with your magic formula in it. How exciting is that? You can explore all of that potential that is waiting for you. But not only that, guess what? You're probably going to excite others to explore and hack into theirs. So I had 3 questions. Are you ready to become the best friends with your inner voice? What tools do you have to date to hack your potential? What tools might you need going forward? I was 17 and a bit when I got married. I was 19 when I had my first child. I was 23 when I was a successful businesswoman. But who was I? What was my potential? I'm Sandy. I'm a girl born from Leicester. Well, a girl born of colour. Born to a mother who was a great and is a great trailblazer. The daughter of a father who loved the British pub. He tried so hard to fit into this new world. The wife of a husband who stands like a sturdy wall in support of her all the time. I'm a mum. I'm a sister. I'm a friend. I'm a politician. I'm a life learner. I embrace challenges. I learn from those challenges. I'm 63. I'm a hacker. A proud hacker, actually. If somebody asks me, how high is my potential going to reach? I say, don't ask me. I'm just still hacking. Thank you very much.